United States Navy destroyers came under direct attack from Iranian ballistic missiles and armed drones in the Strait of Hormuz. United States forces launched retaliatory strikes on Iranian missile and drone launch sites inside Iran. This is military's own statement in its own words. That statement describes the exact event Trump's May 1st letter told Congress had not occurred since April 7th. Armed attack on United States forces. United States military response inside Iran. The president filed a formal legal declaration with Congress. 6 days later, his own military contradicted it. Understanding what the CENTCOM statement proves is only half of what you need to know. The legal consequence of this contradiction is what nobody is telling you. But the CENTCOM statement is not the most alarming document in this story, not even close. Two constitutional lawyers went on the record this week. The first is Harold Koh, Obama's former top State Department lawyer and a Yale constitutional law professor. Koh said Trump is trying to add what he called a pause button to the War Powers Resolution. That pause button, he noted, does not exist anywhere in the law's text. The second lawyer is Michael Glennon of Tufts University. He advised the Senate Foreign Relations Committee when Congress drafted the War Powers Resolution in 1973. This week, Glennon reviewed Trump's May 1st letter. That is not a ceasefire. It is not a suspension of hostilities. These are not the words of a critic. He helped write the law. Both lawyers reached the same legal conclusion. That 60-day clock never legally stopped. The United States has been conducting military operations against Iran for more than 70 days. Congress has not authorized it. Under the War Powers Resolution, that makes this an unauthorized war. According to the American Automobile Association, gasoline reached $4.48 per gallon on May 5th. That is a 50% increase since this war began. Every American who drives a car is paying for a war their elected representatives never voted for. But understanding what Trump did this week only matters if you understand what it means for every war after this one. The War Powers Resolution has been contested since 1973. Presidents have ignored it, worked around it, and argued it is unconstitutional. None of that changed its legal status. Congress never repealed it. What changed this week is the method. No previous president formally declared hostilities terminated with Congress while simultaneously conducting offensive strikes. That distinction matters. A president who declares a war paused and then keeps fighting is not ignoring the 60-day clock. What changes is how the clock itself works. Future presidents of both parties can now point to this moment, declare a ceasefire, resume operations, repeat. The result is a law that exists on paper, but applies to no war a president chooses to continue. Here is why that legal gap matters beyond this war. It applies to every military action any president takes after Trump. Congress has until the end of this week to respond formally to the May 1st letter. Both chambers have authorization committees with the power to force a response. Watch for two specific things. First, whether any Senate Republicans break with the administration on the authorization question. Second, whether congressional leadership subpoenas the legal memo the White House counsel used to justify the May 1st letter. If released, that memo will show the specific legal argument the White House believes allows this war to continue. What it says will determine whether any future president can take America to war without Congress ever voting. What you just watched is the kind of analysis the record demands. Trump declared hostilities terminated to Congress, and 6 days later, his own military confirmed it was not true. If that is the kind of intelligence you want more of, subscribe. Zero Static is here every day. We will be back tomorrow.